Also in this episode, got another box in the mail. For Christmas, I got an Amazon gift card and trying to find something to use it on. And I came across the Blue Oval Industries, I think it is, has all kinds of Ford and Mustang parts on Amazon. And got me a new two-piece column bezel. It comes in black. So when I swapped over my interior to a black interior, the interior I got came out of a 92. So the column obviously is a lot different on a 92, and I'm not using that trim because of the type of wheel and the dash I'm using. So even though this dash is out of a 92, the steering wheel trim is still my 87, and I painted it because it was a gray interior, and I found that I could order one in black. And the one I have in the car, a couple of these screw posts that screw the top and bottom together are stripped out. I got that, and then I also got a new Daniel Carpenter front grille for up on the hood. As I'm doing more and more of the trim and getting everything sanded and primered and painted and making all the trim look good, well, then that starts to make other stuff not look good. And I got too much stuff on that for now. But I've tried sanding the original one down and repainting it, and it just doesn't look very good. It's not that smooth. So got me a new one of these to put on. So a couple little small projects, but maybe I'll do those today, and it'll help get me motivated again to get some more stuff done. And so one thing I'm going to do is got this new column shroud for 87 to 89, and it's in black, which is kind of crazy because they didn't offer black interiors in those years, but we can get it in black now. So that's pretty cool. And it's also with tilt, because that's what I got in the 87 here. I'm gonna go get the old one out. I'll open this one up, and let's take a look at them. And just like that, that was easy. Three screws and comes right out. And then here's the new stuff. And then if I look at my old stuff, same thing. That's a E7ZC and an E7ZC. The original 87, this is kind of a gray black. You know how the dash was a two-tone, and the upper part and then the A-pillar interior trim, it's kind of a blackish gray color. Well, if I hold this next to it, you probably won't be able to tell on the camera here, but this one is now more of just a pure black, whereas this is kind of a gray black. Hopefully it matched the rest of the interior a little better, because again, my interior is swapped out of a 92 factory black interior, and there was just a few pieces like this that I had painted to try to get it all matched before, because I didn't use the 92 shroud since I was not using the airbag steering wheel. So let's get this in and see how it looks. Well, it's the next morning, and I just ran out of time. This took a lot more work than I thought to put this new shroud in, but now that I've got it in there, it's fitting pretty good. And basically I had to do some trimming where the two pieces come together. They didn't really line up very well. I gotta clean it all up. It's a little dirty still, but had to get some flash taken off in a couple spots, but now it looks really good. Once I had to just fine tune it a little bit, and I need to clean it up. There's a little bit of residue, I think, from how it was made. Clean that up, but yeah, bolted up real good, and looks a lot better now. I just got to put this trim piece back on, and we'll have this buttoned up. Okay, now we got that on, and it's covered up everything really good. Can't see a bunch of stuff inside the column, and Guess I just gotta straighten that up. But this thing just goes up around your tilt lever, and then it snaps in the two pieces over here. So pretty easy. Quick project. I'm gonna replace this Cowl grill and with the new one I got. So this one has been sanded and painted several times, and it's, if you can see it, it's pretty rough. Haven't been able to really get it to look as nice as I'd like, and now that I'm doing all the trim, this is now going to be the worst looking thing. To get your wiper blades off, just lift it up in the air, and have this little clip right here that will pull out once your wiper arm is up in the air. Then just let it down, and it'll rest on that clip. See how it doesn't go all the way down now to the window, and then you can just pull straight out and take that off. We'll do the other side, get the 6 screws out, and get this thing off of here. Okay, I got the 6 screws out. I've got the 2 wiper arms off. Now we'll just lift up on this, and then towards your wiper nozzle, washer nozzle, we're just gonna reach under here, pull that little tube off, if you can see the tube there. Just pull down on that, and then this thing will come right out of here. Okay, with that off, I gotta take that screw out. The new grill did come with a new nozzle, but not the screw. So I'll use this screw and put the new nozzle on. Be right back. And I got the new nozzle in with the screw. Notice though, even though the old one, there's the Ford part number and cavity number and date that it was made, but on this new one, that's not there. So this was not made with original Ford tooling, or those call outs would still be there. So it's a reproduction, but I guess we'll find out here in a minute if it fits well. So here we go. And we got everything back together. When you put your wiper blades back on, there's a bunch of real fine teeth on here. So you just gotta, move it slightly, pull it off and move it up and put it back down until you get the angle exactly where you want it. And then the screws did fit in, everything lined up. I do notice that there's just a little gap between here and here, and that this doesn't fit down quite flush. On this side, again, I have a problem with always looking at the slightest little issues, and they bug me. And I may take this back off later and just add a little heat to the back and try to move that down a little bit, because there's room. It's not hitting the window yet, it's just kind of lifting up. So let's go check the other side. Yeah, same thing here, just kind of lifted, raised up a little bit. But all in all though, looks much better than the old one. I'm sure you can't really tell the difference on camera, but in person definitely does. And I guess now I'm getting more parts stacked up that I don't need. All right, well, this is not an unboxing video because everything's already out of the box, but I'll just show you what I had, my latest delivery from LMR. It's all door related. Kind of started out because I wanted these new grommets that go between the door and the body. My car has been painted a different color at some point in its life before I got it, and they just painted over all of this kind of stuff. So that's really been bugging me. And you can see here that there's where I'm talking about. So looks nasty. I've replaced the switches and the grommets for the door chime, and then I want to replace that at some point. I went ahead and just bought the whole door kit that LMR has, and I'll show you everything else in a minute. Again, these have been painted to white, and I needed to replace the grommet there. It's pretty worn. I just decided to get a whole new piece that's powder coated black, and I know that's the way they would have looked originally. They weren't supposed to be body color, and having this paint on those pieces of hardware just bug me. It's always the thing I stare at because I know it's bad. So at some point I'll replace that. I'll have to unhook all the harnesses, so it's not going to be fun. It came with 2 sets of pins. I got the ones with the regular size bushings, not the oversized. I don't even know if I'm even going to mess with trying to replace them because I don't have any play on this door. If I try lifting it up, the whole car lifts up. So don't fix it if it's not broke, right? Because it lines up pretty good, as far as I can tell. And it comes with hardware for the main door brackets, I guess, is what that would be for. You got your other bushings here to help keep the door open. Got the gaskets that go behind the latch strikers. Got 2 strikers. Those will look a lot nicer. These are gaskets for the lock cylinders. There's 3 of them to include the one for the hatch, but I'm not messing with the lock cylinders, so I guess I don't need those. And of course an LMR sticker. So yeah, at some point that'll be another few projects that I'll bring up when I get to them.